This is a message to all the people dating, in a relationship, or have gotten their heart broken. Being in love is the single greatest feeling in this world. Meeting someone on a date for the first time and being intimate with that person and getting to know one another and finding out who they truly are as a person, the intimacy and connection that you are going to share with that person feels incredible. And that chemistry is exciting. It makes you feel alive, and this obsession and passion that you have for one another, it really is so beautiful. But as time passes and you get used to being around each other and that connection turns into familiarity, you start to be more of yourself around that person. And naturally, because we're all humans, we've all been raised differently from one another. We're going to have differences and disagreements.
Money!
Guess what? Most of us growing up was never taught how to communicate our thoughts and feelings and how to settle conflicts. So those little disagreements turns into fights and arguments, and it ends up with either one person getting hurt or both getting hurt. And personally for me, I value the relationship more than being right, so I've made compromises and keep my mouth shut if I feel like the argument is getting out of hand. And guess what? When you don't resolve conflicts and arguments and you keep your mouth shut all the fucking time, that turns into resentment and hatred towards the other person.
It's gonna be ugly.
God, I wish she will understand just how I feel. I just wish they see things the way that I see it. I wish they showed that they appreciated me more. God, I wish they know that this thing that they are doing is giving me so much anxiety and insecurity. But I'm holding myself back because I don't want to stop her from doing the things that she wants to do and the things that makes her happy. And I always thought that if you really did love someone, you'd want to do anything possible to make sure they are happy, even if it destroys you, and I don't know if that's the right answer anymore. So back to what I was saying, if you don't settle these disagreements and conflicts, and when it turns into resentment and hatred, it's so fucking easy to find fault with the other person. Those rose-tinted glasses that you had comes off and everything suddenly feels so off.
You know, it's funny. When you look at someone through rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags.
God, am I with the right person? Is this what our future is gonna be like? I'm trying so hard to fix things, but it's not working. You know, nothing I do can fix this. I don't know what to do anymore. God, I'm so fucking tired of feeling this way. I don't even like that person anymore. You know, the relationship suddenly feels fake because I have so much bottled up emotions and resentment that I can't bring up because it's just gonna start another fight, and the last thing I want to do is to scare her away, or worse, end up with a breakup and have to spend another month and a half nursing a broken heart. And that's also where you take the other person for granted. You start talking to other people, you start to vent your frustrations and anger to your friends, you lose respect for your partner, and worst of all, you stop trying. You stop asking the other person out. Those good morning and good night texts starts getting lesser and lesser. You stop giving them compliments and telling them that they are the most beautiful person in the entire fucking world. And eventually, you start to see them pull away. And you just know that something is fucking wrong. You know, you feel sick to your stomach and you start to realize your relationship is a ticking time bomb. And finally, somebody breaks. The bomb goes off, and while you're left with a broken heart, you look back at the relationship, and the funny thing is that those rose-tinted glasses comes back on. God, I'm so fucking stupid. I wish I was there for her more, to support her. I wish I didn't take the relationship for granted. I miss her so much, and I'd do anything for a second chance to take us back to the night we met. You know, I wish I tried harder to settle our conflicts and disagreements so we wouldn't have ended up like this, with that person gone from my life. And suddenly, those memories that you had where you fell in love with that person starts playing in your head like a fucking parasite, eating away at your soul and destroying you from the inside. And the worst part is that those memories that you had become so much more meaningful because you know you're never getting another opportunity to feel those feelings again with that particular person. And that makes those memories so much more valuable. And you get this really fucked up feeling inside that's a mix of deep fucking pain and pleasure at the same time, and all it makes you want to do is sob uncontrollably to a pillow, and all you feel is pity, regret, and feeling sorry for yourself. So basically, my message to all those people dating in love or are in a broken relationship is that you don't ever take your partner for granted, and show one another how much you appreciate each other. And always try your best to communicate your thoughts and feelings. If something is bothering you, talk about it, no matter how uncomfortable or scary it may feel. And even if you didn't manage to settle the conflict or argument, at least your partner knows that what they are doing is hurting you.
I am not.
Well, then be with me.
And naturally, if they really do love you, they are going to try and change. You know, it might take days, weeks, or maybe even months to break a bad habit, but they will try and change if you meant a lot to that person, if they really truly did love you. And if you've gotten your heart broken and it's already too fucking late, then let that pain destroy you. And finally, if you truly did love that person, maybe even more than you love yourself, then the greatest expression of love that you can show someone is to let them go. Because if you really did love her, then you'd want her to be happy no matter what, even if it's with someone else, and even if it fucking destroys you. You have to make that final sacrifice and let them go and free them of the burden of a broken relationship. Because, well, you had your chance to make amends, and I guess you fucked up. And I guess the reality of finding love that they don't tell you in storybooks or movies is that finding love is the most beautiful thing in this fucking world. But it is also really painful and brutal, because it will rip your fucking heart out. And you do it over and over again until you finally found another person, and the process repeats itself over and over until you finally settle with someone. If what I'm saying resonates with you, then just know that you are not alone. I've been through that. I've seen my friends go through the same thing, and this is why I'm making this video for myself and to all those people out there who are willing to listen. So let this serve as a reminder that love is fleeting and it does go away if you take it for granted. So try your hardest to hold on to it before it is too late. And if it already is too late, then I guess you take this as a lesson to be better for the next person, and when you are finally ready to play the game of love one more time, try not to fuck it up.
I'm just afraid of what'll happen because part of me is still waiting for Margaret to come back.
What? Still? She's not coming back, dude. She's gone.
Look, I know, all right? I know. It's just, I mean, I don't still have feelings for her, but I do in a way. It's like this thing that's inside of me, and it's always just sort of sitting there, waiting around. And sometimes I'll see something, or I'll smell something, and it makes me think of her, even though I don't want to.
Diane, are you there? Diane, I need you.
Oh, Jack?
Diane, thank God, Diane. Okay, Diane, you're gonna save me, right? I called you and you're coming to get me?
Oh, Jack, why did you call me? I live in Chicago. I can't save you.
You didn't pick up.
Right.
It went to voicemail.
Yeah.
And then I went back in the pool.
It's too late. What's done is done.
No.
There's nothing I can do, Bojack. I'm not real. None of this is.
So what do I do now?
Bojack, it doesn't matter.
Well, if it doesn't matter, can I stay on the phone with you at least?
Okay.
How was your day?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah. My day was good.